Right now, dozens of African countries represented today during a festival of food, clothes, culture, and unity. We'll take you to McPike Park for Africa Fest 2022. And residents of the Eakin Park neighborhood coming together today to celebrate all the best parts of their small community. Plus, the Riverside and Great Northern Railway is celebrating its birthday. A look back on this last 75 years in service. Good evening and thanks for joining us tonight. I'm McKenna Alexander. This week in Washington, a breakthrough for families of first responders across the country as President Biden signed a new law that extends benefits of first responders who've died by suicide.
The damage, death, and destruction of the Capitol riot didn't end January 6th. In the days after, 4 police officers who fought the violent rioters took their own lives, including D.C. Metro Police Officer Jeff Smith. His wife, Erin, says Smith was clearly traumatized by the horrors of that day.
He left with one personality and came home with a different one. He wasn't the same.
For a year and a half, Smith fought to have her husband's death officially ruled a line of duty death.
There are multiple battles taking place.
Attorney David Weber helped make the case with some of Smith's body camera footage.
And you see he's getting jostled here.
He's getting jostled.
The video shows Smith suffering a blow to the head and someone in the mob seizing his baton.
Right there, it's gone. There's no baton in front of him. That's because somebody else is holding it. Okay, and now you're going to see him fall backwards.
But they also sought something bigger, a change to federal law to recognize some deaths by suicide as line-of-duty deaths for public safety officers nationwide. That could qualify the loved ones left behind for benefits. It's a battle finally won this week when President Joe Biden signed the Public Safety Officer Support Act into law.
This is going to help a lot of people. It's not just me, but others who have gone through this as well, and they now will get the recognition that they're due from the federal government.
A CBS News review found more than 750 officers have died by suicide since 2017. Families left behind risk being destitute with the loss of not only a loved one, but of an income. Bipartisan legislation to provide those families federal benefits sailed through Congress earlier this summer with a push from Erin. As for January 6th, nearly 140 police officers were injured during the riot, in addition to those traumatized by an attack unlike any other in American history. Scott McFarland, CBS News, Washington.
Meanwhile, the January 6th House Select Committee is still waiting to hear directly from former Vice President Mike Pence. Vice Chair Liz Cheney says Pence played a critical role that day. And this week, the former VP said he would give due consideration to any invitation to testify. Though Pence has said his former Chief of Staff, Mark Short, and lawyer Greg Jacob have already testified on his behalf. Cheney added she hasn't ruled out the possibility of the House Select Committee inviting former President Donald Trump to testify. But she did reinforce that any testimony before the committee would be under oath. Let's go ahead and get a look at your certified most accurate forecast. Gary, have the skies cleared up for the night?
Partially, and now the clearing is being replaced by some fog over parts of southern Wisconsin. Let's start out by taking a look at the time lapse from the WISC-TV sky cameras looking off toward the east. A little bit of sunshine early this morning, then lots of clouds, a couple of showers that moved on through. They weren't very long here, and then skies started to clear a little bit towards sunset. You can see a little thunderstorm cell building up to the east of Madison, but now the last of the showers really confined to southeastern Wisconsin. The rest of southern Wisconsin is precipitation free, but fog is going to be an issue even though the shower and thunderstorm chances will be minimal over the overnight hours. Notice visibility is dropping to 6 miles in Madison, 5 miles in Mineral Point, already down to less than a mile over east central portions of the state. Temperatures right now, mid-60s here in Madison, still 72 degrees in Janesville, but dew point temperatures are in the lower 60s. So as these temperatures drop to closer to the dew point, like the 65-degree reading in Oregon or 64 in Middleton, we'll start to see fog become a little more widespread. Otherwise, look for a low of 62, just an outside chance of a shower or storm. Later on, I'll take a look at a forecast that includes drier weather and also a warm-up as well.
Thanks, Gary. Luckily, today's weather was nothing like it was here in south central Wisconsin just 4 years ago. You'll remember this widespread flooding event from August 2018, which resulted in more than $150 million worth of damage. Western Dane County was hit particularly hard with widespread rainfall of 5 to 10 inches falling in the late afternoon and evening. Meanwhile, unofficial amounts as high as 15 inches were reported west of Middleton. New tonight at 10, raising money for a cure and having fun while doing so. That's what the Iowa County Cancer Coalition was up to tonight in Barneveld. The group hosted its annual fundraiser this evening, and it was also the first one since the beginning of the pandemic. Event organizers say the money raised will help ease the financial burden that cancer can have on a family.
We provide gas cards, food vouchers, co-pays, you name it, we help it. We want to make sure that we can do what we can to make sure that they're financially successful as they battle cancer.
The coalition has close ties to the Wisconsin men's basketball program. It was founded by Connie Gard, mother of Badgers head coach Greg Gard. Her husband Glenn passed away from brain cancer back in 2015. The 2022 Africa Fest returned to McPike Park today with dozens of African countries represented during a festival of food, clothes, culture, and unity. Our Andrew Banstra was there and joins us now to share more about today's celebration. Andrew?
Yeah, thanks, McKenna. The 2022 Africa Fest combined the cultures of dozens of African countries, providing a melting pot of food, tradition, and clothing that really can't be found anywhere else. From the moment I walked in, I was immersed with culture. You could really feel the love and the unity in the air.
The native garbs, the unique food and flavor, and the beauty of diversity and unity was seen on full display at the 2022 Africa Fest.
Well, I can tell you, from being from Africa doesn't mean you get to meet all different people from Africa in the same place.
Many African natives experienced the culture of other African countries, while others expanded their cultural horizons.
You see all kind of peoples, you know, different vendors, different food, different countries. That's what this event is all about, bringing people together once again.
In the spirit of sharing cultures, vendors served up their favorite dishes, including, you guessed it, peanut butter chicken.
Especially like the peanut butter chicken, that's something that you don't see every day. Normally some people, when you tell them peanut butter chicken, they're like, peanut butter chicken, you know, which is, I mean, you can't knock it unless you try it.
Having that mash of food, clothes, jubilation, and celebration all in one place, it's rare. It's special.
You don't see this every day. It's not like McDonald's, like you can just go around the block and get some.
At Africa Fest, unity was found through sharing tradition, no matter the origin.
Even being from Africa, I mean, there's so many countries in Africa, so to get that many diverse people in one area, I mean, only in Wisconsin can you enjoy such a beautiful thing.
Now, while I didn't get a chance to try the peanut butter chicken, I got the full experience. You could feel the love and unity in the air. As one attendee told me, just being here lifts your spirit, puts a smile on your face. I couldn't agree more.
You know, Andrew, if you'd brought back that peanut butter chicken, I think I'd be able to agree with you, but we'll just have to wait until next year. The Eakin Park Festival returned today, bringing neighbors together in a day full of fun. The event features musical talent from a wide range of genres, delicious local food and beer, plus fun activities for kids. Members of the Community Association shared some of what they love most about the East Side neighborhood, saying this festival is the best way to show off their community.
It just shows the vibrance of our little block party that's turned into this little mini East Side festival. So it's just very exciting for people to see what the East Side has to offer.
Today marked 6 years of the Eakin Park Festival. What's the last call for Brasserie V? The European-inspired restaurant known for its Belgian dishes is closing its doors 1 week from today. That announcement came today on the restaurant's Facebook page. This Monroe Street staple opened back in 2007. No reason has been given for the restaurant's closing, but in the post, Brasserie V's owners did thank their staff, customers, and partners for the past 15 years of being able to bring a little bit of Belgium to Madison. In some local election news now, the 6 counties that make up Wisconsin's 2nd Congressional District began a recount this morning in the Republican primary race. Out of that recount, just 74 votes were between candidates Eric Olson and Charity Berry. On Thursday, Berry filed a petition for a hand recount, but the Associated Press reports Olson filed 3 motions with the Wisconsin Elections Commission to stop that from happening.
We're paying a very large amount of attention to elections right now. But luckily we use machines which are extremely accurate. But they're verifying that we rejected ballots correctly or we made sure absentees were counted that should have been counted. It's a review of all of the paperwork.
More than 43,000 votes were cast in our district's Republican primary. The winner of this recount will run against Democrat Representative Mark Pocan in November's election. A new report has found states with the most restrictive abortion policies may have trouble recruiting students to their universities. A new survey of 1,000 rising college sophomores say 30% would consider switching schools because of lack of abortion access. The survey, which was not gender specific, found 80% of college students believe abortion should be legal. Around 10 states have banned abortions with no exceptions for rape or incest. To the crisis in Ukraine now. With tensions mounting over the situation at a seized power plant, Ukrainian forces continue to show their reach extends far beyond the front lines in Ukraine and deep into Russian-held territory.
Thick black plumes of smoke were seen rising above the Russian naval headquarters in Crimea today. Russian media released video purported to show air defense systems shooting down Ukrainian drones over the skies of Russian-held territory. Targeting the headquarters, the latest in a series of audacious Ukrainian attacks deep behind enemy lines. Whether the result of sabotage or long-range weapons, explosions have struck an ammunition depot, a critical railway line, and an electricity substation earlier this week. The campaign to target the Russian-occupied peninsula coincides with the battle being fought over the nuclear power plant in Zaporizhia. Ukrainian officials have run worst-case scenario drills, with emergency workers dressed in protective gear scrubbing down volunteers posing as radiation-exposed victims. The Ukrainian energy minister saying it's impossible to ensure the safety of the nuclear plant while the Russian occupying forces are there. Ukraine and Russia have agreed to allow inspectors from the nuclear watchdog IAEA to access the plant. Details are still being ironed out, but step one will be a stop to the fighting. Both sides blame each other for shelling Europe's largest nuclear power plant. Both sides must hold fire for inspectors to complete their mission to ensure its safety. More shelling has been reported near the nuclear power plant, while new explosions have also been heard in Crimea.
It's been reported that the independent team will likely not visit the nuclear plant until early next month. We have more local news coming up ahead at 10 with a historic day worth celebrating at the Riverside and Great Northern Railway in the Wisconsin Dells. Coming up, we have a look back at the railway's 75 years.
Chevy Silverado. It's got the power you want and the capability you need to do the job so you can get to the important work. Find new moments, find new roads. Enjoy the open road and make no monthly payments for 90 days on all Silverado pickups. Plus, get 2.89% financing when you finance with GM Financial. Find new roads at your local Chevy dealer.
It's Fuel Frenzy Weekend this Friday through Sunday at Hy-Vee. Get a 24-cent fuel saver on Red Baron Pizza when you buy 3. A 20-cent fuel saver on Powerade when you buy 10. A 20-cent fuel saver on Little Debbie Family Packs when you buy 4. A 6-cent fuel saver on Pillsbury Classic Brownie Mix when you buy 3. And a 9-cent fuel saver on Pepperidge Farm Goldfish Crackers when you buy 3. Don't miss Fuel Frenzy Weekend this Friday through Sunday at Hy-Vee.
Denny's all-time favorite Super Slam is back. Get bacon, sausage, eggs, hash browns, and buttermilk pancakes for only $6.99. Give your wallet a break and send it on a Summer Slamcation. The hottest deals are at Denny's, America's value destination.
It's time for new energy-efficient replacement windows from Champion.
Right now, buy 2 windows, get 2 free. Don't sweat over high energy bills. Stay comfortable in your home all year long. Call or go online to book your free estimate at getchampionwindows.com.
Everything here is American-made.
But it's tough competing with China.
And Ron Johnson's making it tougher. Johnson pushed for special tax breaks for outsourcing corporations.
But voted against tariffs and sanctions on China's unfair trade practices.
And when Johnson's big corporate PAC donor announced plans to create jobs outside Wisconsin, he defended them.
It's not like we don't have enough jobs here in Wisconsin. The biggest problem.
Senator Johnson, stop making it tougher on us.
Ugh, stipated. Feeling weighed down by a backed up gut. Miralax is different. different. It works naturally with the water in your body to unblock your gut. Free your gut and your mood will follow.
Announcing another Best of Madison 2022 award, and the winner is Dave Jones. Best Heating and Cooling, Best Plumber, Best Electrician for 2 years in a row. See all the 2022 Best of Madison winners in the August issue of Madison Magazine.
The Badgers are getting ready for the regular season with an open practice and a party. Everything you need to know before Badgerville.
And will we see more or less showers and thunderstorms tomorrow? More coming up tomorrow at 6:30.
It's all aboard in the Dells. The Riverside and Great Northern Railway is celebrating 75 years today. The operation began in 1947 back in Janesville when the Stanley family built a 2-mile, 15-inch gauge train track along the Rock River. But not everyone there liked the train. So in the mid-50s, the Stanleys moved their railway to Wisconsin Dells, where it's been ever since, offering passengers the chance to ride on an authentic steam engine.
And so it's amazing how many people come and they're like, wow, there's an actual fire in there. And it is an actual steam engine, and that's just really neat.
If you'd like to check out this historic railway, you can visit each day from 9:30 in the morning until 4 in the afternoon, with trains leaving on the hour. Vanessa Bryant, widow of basketball legend Kobe Bryant, is in the midst of a federal civil lawsuit against Los Angeles County and its Sheriff's Department. The lawsuit alleges county officials took and shared close-up photos from the helicopter crash that killed 9 people, including Bryant's husband and daughter. Cole Higgins has the latest.
More than 2 years after the helicopter crash that killed NBA legend Kobe Bryant, his daughter Gianna Bryant, and 7 others, Vanessa Bryant is taking the witness stand in her federal civil lawsuit against Los Angeles County. Friday, a tearful Bryant giving heartbreaking testimony, telling the court she now experiences panic attacks and anxiety over the possibility of seeing photos from the crash, recalling the moment she found out through an LA Times article that LA County Sheriff's deputies were sharing close-up images of her loved one's remains from the crash site. Bryant saying, quote, I just remember not wanting to react because the girls were in the room. I wanted to run down the block and just scream. I can't escape my body. I can't escape what I feel. Bryant says she's received disturbing images on Instagram. Those were shown in the courtroom, someone using helicopter and flame emojis and threatening to leak the images of Kobe's body. Vanessa Bryant is a co-plaintiff in this case, along with Chris Chester, who lost his wife and daughter in the same crash.
And then when you talk about emotional distress, clearly Vanessa Bryant and the other plaintiffs are grieving the loss of their spouses and their children, but that grief turned to horror when you think about these photographs being spread to individuals outside of these law enforcement agencies.
Sheriff Alex Villanueva testifying Friday that his highest priority was stopping those photos from getting out, but that he didn't know for certain whether the photos had all been deleted after he asked his deputies to do so. I'm Cole Higgins reporting.
Defense testimony in the trial is expected to continue with the LA County Fire Chief. Let's go ahead and get a look now at your certified most accurate forecast. Gary, it sounds like showers are moving out of our area tonight.
They are, and over the last couple of days, we've gotten widespread rain across southern Wisconsin. You can see the areas in blue to the west and south of Madison, generally about 1 to 1.5 inches of rain. North and east of Madison, lesser amounts, but there are pockets like down here south of Beloit, over toward Hollandale in the southeastern portion of Iowa County, down south of Lafayette County, right along the Illinois state line, and over around Lone Rock. Those areas saw over 2 inches of rain. In fact, the radar estimates almost 3 inches over toward Beloit, about 3.5 inches just south of Lone Rock, and parts of northern Illinois, anywhere from 2 to 3 inches of rain. Farther to the south in Ogle County, just southwest of Rockford, they had between 5 and 10 inches, 5 and 7 inches of rain. High-resolution radar now, the last of the showers fizzling out over areas of southwestern Jefferson County, over toward Fort Atkinson, and then a couple of showers east or west of Lake Geneva, but the rest of southern Wisconsin pretty much precipitation free. Fog will become the bigger issue as we head through the overnight hours. Right now on Doppler track, even the northern part of the state is pretty well cleared out from precipitation. 6-hour future track radar doesn't really show much showing up, so we're expected to mainly stay dry tonight. But again, the fog will become the bigger issue. 3 things you need to know. For the fog will be likely overnight, and we'll also see some patchy fog for Sunday and Monday night as well. But tomorrow will be mostly dry. Can't rule out an isolated shower or thunderstorm, but no rain's expected from Monday Monday through Wednesday, and then the next chance of showers and thunderstorms arrives from Thursday afternoon into Friday morning. High temperatures today. Warm across Kansas and then back into parts of Montana. Most of the upper Midwest, pretty comfortable. Temperatures in the 70s here. The air is starting to clear out because the upper level winds are coming from the north, and so that's starting to bring in drier Canadian air, and this cold front dropping southward, also allowing the air to dry out a little bit behind the front. Temperatures in the 60s right now, very comfortable. Notice the northern part of the state in the 50s, and that's because dew point temperatures have dropped there. But notice the dew points here, very close to the temperatures. That's what will allow the fog to form as those temperatures continue to drop to get close to the dew points. Then we start to see the fog form. Tomorrow, 78 for a high, fog in the morning, but then partly sunny skies. Again, just an outside chance of a shower or thunderstorm. For tomorrow, high temperature 78 in Middleton, 76 degrees in Pine Bluff. Look for partly sunny skies, 76 degrees in Edgerton for the high. Across the rest of southern Wisconsin, 79 in La Crosse. Be a little warmer farther out to the west, closer toward Lake Michigan. Milwaukee, 74. They'll have a little better chance for a shower or thunderstorm there. Fog, again, the issue overnight. Notice the fog starting to expand by 3 a.m. 6 a.m., most areas seeing some fog with temperatures in the mid-60s. Then as those temperatures start to warm up away from the dew point, notice the air clears out. Just an outside chance of a shower or storm, mainly toward Milwaukee. 7 to 10-day forecast. Temperatures near 80 on Monday and low 80s for Tuesday and Wednesday with sunny skies and dry weather. Next chance for showers and thunderstorms mainly Thursday afternoon into Friday morning, and then perhaps another chance toward the end of next weekend. But the temperatures will be nice through that whole period.
Good news for maybe your AC bill, and good news for your lawn.
Yep, the lawn got a good drink, and what do you say, the air conditioning probably can put on hold for a while.
All right, thanks, Gary.
You're welcome.
Still ahead with the preseason starting to wind down, the Packers are thinking about what the team could look like once starters get on the field. Jordan has details coming up next in sports.
News 3 Now First Warn Weather is brought to you by Lazy Boy Home Furnishings and Decor.
Discover a shopping and design experience as comfortable as the furniture. Lazy Boy Home Furnishings and Decor. Schedule your free design consultation today.
Monona Plumbing and Fire Protection is now hiring experienced plumbers. Come work for a Family First award-winning company and enjoy union pay and benefits. Apply online today. Monona Plumbing and Fire Protection, your trusted partner since 1977.
When you know what it takes to raise the best cattle, then you know Hy-Vee is the place to go for the best steaks. Highest standards around, like none other. 100% USDA choice and prime beef. You can taste the difference. So enjoy your Hy-Vee steak this weekend. You've earned it.
At Bachman Pools and Spas, we have 25 hot tubs on display.
Several models available for immediate delivery.
For a limited time, all new hot spring spas come with a revolutionary freshwater salt system for free.
That's a $1,200 value.
You owe it to yourself to experience soft, natural, healthy water.
Hurry in to take advantage of special 0% interest for 60 months. Plus, get a free freshwater salt system.
Relax, it's Bachman's.
Those brave men and women of our armed forces, generations of them. Why should today's burdens fall back onto them? They were there for us. Now let's be there for them. Your local Wisconsin energy providers and the Keep Wisconsin Warm Cool Fund are working together to deliver Wisconsin veterans in crisis heat, power, and help staying in their home. But they can't do it alone. Donate today.
Allergies just try to stop us being the greatest versions of ourselves. Allegra lasts up to 6 times longer than Benadryl. So trees, you won't take us down.
Allegra starts working 2 times faster than Claritin. So dust, you won't wipe us out.
And unlike Zyrtec, Allegra won't make us drowsy. So fur, you won't phase us.
Take Allegra before your allergy symptoms take over you.
Live your
greatness.
And new Allegra Hives works to relieve itching and reduce hives for 24 hours.
Made in America is more than just a slogan. It's smart policy. When we manufacture things here, our shelves are stocked, and it creates jobs you can raise a family on. Like my parents had. My mom was a teacher, and my dad worked 3rd shift. I'm tired of the excuses from millionaires running the Senate. I'll bring manufacturing back here, so folks like you who actually earn your paychecks finally get a fair shot. I'm Mandela Barnes, and I approve this message.
Monona Plumbing and Fire Protection is now hiring experienced plumbers. Come work for a family-first award-winning company and enjoy union pay and benefits. Apply online today. Monona Plumbing and Fire Protection, your trusted partner since 1977.
In less than a week, the 2022 season begins for the Wisconsin volleyball team, and as tradition, the Badgers got in some playing time before things get going with their annual red versus white scrimmage. The intra-league match took place at the historic Fieldhouse earlier today, and it got loud. Badger fans got a chance to see all the new faces that make up this year's squad. Team White takes the scrimmage 2-1. Wisconsin opens the season on Friday at TCU with their home opener set for September 2nd against Marquette. Brewers are facing a lot of challenges with their division rival heating up. The Crew sitting 4 games out of first place in the NL Central. They're coming off a tough and close loss to the Cubs yesterday. They get hit with a weather delay today. Well, coming out of that pause, the Brewers take an early lead. Now, fastball Freddie doing his thing, so Wilson Contreras takes them yard for a 2-run go-ahead homer. But don't count the Crew out just yet. Willie Adames gets them back in the fight with a 2-run dinger of his own. And really, that's just the start. This game gets sent to extra innings, tied up at 3. Then it's tied up in the 11th. Contreras walks it off, and the Cubs win 6-5.
You know, it was a good game. You know, like we're just, those extra innings create, you know, a lot of action, and both teams executed for a couple innings, and you know, in the end, we just didn't create enough offense.
Brewers will try to avoid getting swept. The series finale is tomorrow at 1:20. The Packers finish out the work week in the win column. Last night's dub also marks their first preseason win since 2019. All around a productive night for the Pack. 0 interceptions for Jordan Love. The defense coming up big right before halftime with a pick, not to mention Danny Etling booking it 51 yards to help seal the win over the Saints. And now with just one more preseason game to go, Matt LaFleur is trying to get a sense of what his team could look like when these games start to count.
It's always tough to say if you're really getting exactly everything you need, and especially when your guys aren't out there, but is the risk worth the reward type deals? And I don't think there's a perfect answer. Everybody has their own philosophy, and I think with whatever you choose, you just stick by that, and you're confident in that, and hopefully you get the reps in practice. That's why I thought this week was so beneficial going against the Saints.
Packers finish up the preseason on the road. The third and final game is against the Chiefs on Thursday night. Kickoff is set for 7 at Arrowhead Stadium. Moving day at the BMW Championship. Now only 4 holes in, Will Zalatoris leaves the tournament with a lower back injury. But as for the rest of the field, Xander Schauffele starts his round on a stellar note. On the 3rd hole, he putts for eagle. Schauffele jumps up 4 spots on the leaderboard, currently tied for 2nd. And taking over that top spot, Patrick Cantlay. He has 6 birdies and an eagle on 14. He sits 12 under overall heading into tomorrow.
I think my dog Wrigley's having a really good night. My cat Rizzo, you know, we're cheering on the Cubbies. It's a good time for us right now, Jordan.
Yeah.
How are you doing?
I'm fine. I mean, you know, it is what it is.
We'll see you tomorrow, guys.
We'll see you guys tomorrow, guys.
All right, thanks, Jordan. Gary's in next with one more check of your forecast.
Don't miss A1 Furniture's warehouse clearance sale with savings up to 40% off, plus instant cashback and free financing. 2-piece living room sets from $7.99, sectionals $9.99, queen mattress just $2.99. Only at A1 Furniture and Mattress.
Come on, Brian.
Dad, look.
Brian, come on.
I'm Courtney.
I'm Brian.
Ready, Brian? Summer won't last forever, but you can go out and make memories that will during Toyota's National Sales Event.
Every new Toyota comes with Toyota Care, a 2-year or 25,000-mile maintenance plan and roadside assistance. See your local Toyota dealer or visit Toyota.com to learn more.
Come in today.
Toyota, let's go places.
In a recent clinical study, patients using Salonpas patch reported reductions in pain severity, using less or a lot less oral pain medicines, and improved quality of life. That's why we recommend Salonpas. It's good medicine.
It's time for new energy-efficient replacement windows from Champion.
Right now, buy 2 windows, get 2 free. Don't sweat over high energy bills. Stay comfortable in your home all year long. Call or go online to book your free estimate at getchampionwindows.com.
Creating family memories is what Maple Leaf Landscaping is all about. We design and build outdoor spaces that bring people together. Landscaped spaces for any size family. Functional, beautiful, a place everyone will enjoy. And it all starts with a free visit at your home by one of our landscape experts. So call Maple Leaf Landscaping today and have us create an outdoor living space for your home.
It's safe to say that a great day's work starts with a great night's sleep. So no matter what kind of job you have, Denver Mattress has the right mattress for you. So shop the Labor Day sale today, because the more you buy, the more you save. Save $200 on every $1,000 you spend. Save up to $800 on a Purple mattress with a scent base and score a $300 gift. Or check out the Summit Firm, now only $299.99, plus 4 years no interest and free shipping. Denver Mattress, the easiest way to get the right mattress.
Denny's all-time favorite Super Slam is back. Get bacon, sausage, eggs, hash browns, and buttermilk pancakes for only $6.99. Give your wallet a break and send it on a summer slamcation. The hottest deals are at Denny's, America's value destination.
Broken wire cuts or guns. Emergency trips are zero fun. This could be a sign to get Invisalign. Invis is trauma-free. The #1 doctor recommended clear aligner brand. Invisalign.
Back to school means big savings at A1 Furniture. Mattresses for $149, sofas $399, flip-flops $299, dressers $149. Up to 40% off store-wide plus instant cash back. The back-to-school savings event only at A1 Furniture.
Call for action only on News 3 Now.
All right, Gary, last night we got quite the show of lightning, a little bit of thunder. We going to get that tonight, or is it going to be a little quiet?
No, I think if you get any lightning or thunder, you're going to be by far in the minority. Live view from the Edgewater Skycam in downtown Madison. Starting to see a little hazy view of the Capitol there. Fog starting to form here in Madison. That's probably the bigger issue. The last of the showers right now are just south of Johnson Creek over toward Fort Atkinson, and then just to the west of Lake Geneva. But 6-hour future track radar really doesn't show much across southern Wisconsin. There's the fog starting to thicken up, so be aware of that. Greg Barnhart will be here tomorrow morning.
I was just going to say, you took my line. Thanks for joining us tonight. News 3 Now this morning starts at 6:30.